A bit of an impromptu beer review. I'm in the middle of a brew day. I have to admit it's got off to a rough start. I've mashed a bit too high, so I'm hoping the beer might come out a bit sweeter, but it could come out bad. Probably the highest I've mashed by accident ever. It's just been a bit of a disaster brew day. It started off so well, prepped everything, and there's always something that I feel like I'm out of practice a bit. Anyway, I've got what could be, I don't know, one of the last bottles, maybe the last bottle, I don't know, of a Hanworth Hombrew imperial stout. In my opinion, possibly one of the best homebrews ever. For me, mainly because I love a stout. I don't drink a lot of big beers, but this one kind of, it's a bit of a creeper. I couldn't, you know, you could drink it and before you know it, you're on the floor kind of thing. But the brew will never be brewed again. It's kind of like that Tenacious D song, you know, the tribute song. It's like Hanworth Hombrew brewed this, put a load of stuff in it. You know some of the stuff that you put in it, but not, I believe, everything. So it's kind of like a brew that will never be able to be replicated, if you like. But I guess that's kind of a good thing in a way. It's kind of like, you know, it's great now, but you know, maybe the next one will be even better. Who knows? But I definitely think he's got to attempt to, you know, go a bit ad hoc and chuck things in again and kind of try and brew it like this, because this is a fantastic beer. And for me, I can brew a stout. I can, you know, I think my water lends to kind of brewing stouts. The hard water in this area is quite good for it, but it's the carbonation. I just can't seem to get the carbonation right. You know, and Hanworth Hombrew brews this, and it's just like fantastic. I mean, I'm hoping this one doesn't gush everywhere now I've said that. But last time I was round his house, he mentioned how like a beer I'd given him a long time ago had exploded over Christmas in the kitchen and made a massive like bang and a mess and whatnot. I don't know what it is. Some of the carbonation. I think mainly for me, it's not having the fermentation fridge here. I've got it at my mum's house, but having it here would be ideal. Obviously, I can't have it in the flat. But if I had some way to control the fermentation, so I'm in the lap of the gods when it comes to kind of the summer months. When it's winter time, I kind of get away with it a bit more. But the last one that I got away with, which was a really good kind of stout, if you like, was the, oh, what was it called? My brain's just gone. I can't believe I've forgotten the name of it. Let me pour some beer and I'll remember it. See, that is the perfect hiss for a stout. A little hiss and it's not gushing out the bottle. This is how it should be for a stout. Fizzy stout is disgusting. Just remember, it's the Paul Wicksteed peculiar one, which is funny enough. I just did a video recently, probably reviewed one of the last bottles I had of that. Absolutely fantastic beer. I think that had been in the bottle, possibly getting on for a year maybe. Tastes amazing, you know. In my opinion, better than Old Peculiar. I never used to like Old Peculiar, and this one, Paul Wicksteed's version, was like I think he even admitted himself that it was like a, you know, almost a tribute to that, rather than kind of, you know, a like for like. But what a beer! And this is up there. I mean, this is for me like one of the holy grails of homebrew. Right, enough talking. I've got to get in the glass. I've just had recently, within the last like. Look, it's perfect. It's just pouring. It's got that gentle little head on it. But funny enough, I've just had a commercial beer, a Northern Monk coffee porter, which is just behind me. Or I've binned it now. That was gushing out the can straight away. It did settle down, but this one, that's just how, for me, a stout should pour. You know, it shouldn't gush out the bowl. And when you're pouring it, it's got that nice little cap on it. Funny enough, like looking in this light, it almost looks, rather than sort of black, a really, really, really dark brown. You can see the kind of, it is solid, you can't see through it, but it's got that duller colour. It's not like, I wouldn't say it's Guinness black, but straight away on the nose. I think it was Jack Daniels that went in this, I'm sure it was, and I'm not sure if there was cacao nibs and whatnot. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know the whole lot that went in, but I'm pretty sure there was Jack Daniels in this. Maybe that helped with the carbonation, but then I've never had an overcarbonated beer from Hanworth Hombrew. Let me dive in. Oh, it's lovely. I'm not even sure the ABV, but for me, if anyone's ever had the commercial old engine oil, and there's another one they do, and I can't remember the brewery's name, it's just eluded me. It's been a long day so far. they make a beer that the old engine oil is fantastic, and this, I guess that's what I can liken this to commercial wise. It's got that kind of, you can taste the booziness there, and I think Hanworth Hombrew will admit this has evolved quite a bit in the bottle since, you know, he's brewed it and he's had them, you know, time over time. But oh, it's just fantastic. There's like I say, you get that booziness, the alcohol, but it's not got the sharp alcohol. It doesn't, you know, and it doesn't taste for me of Jack Daniels, which, to be fair, I don't really like Jack Daniels. I find it a bit of a not a great drink for me, but it's just got that, the warming. It's just, I don't. It's just amazing. I don't know how to describe it. If that had like a fancy label, it wouldn't even need a fancy label. It could just say, you know, Russian Imperial Stout on it, and then you try it and you would be amazed, because it is amazing. And that's no discredit to, sorry, that's just the end of my boil, mash rather. It's no what's named Hanworth Hombrew to say that, but it's just, you know, he does good beers, don't get me wrong, but this is up there, and I know he'll admit that as well himself. Oh, the head is like that creamy head. It's kind of, like I said, the carbonation is bang on. It's not flat by any means. I've recently just done some stouts where I've put no carbonation in at all. From what I've heard, you don't need to add the extra primary sugar. It will carbonate over time, but it seems to take an age. But I believe Hanworth Hombrew did actually put some sugar into this to carbonate it. Maybe the alcohol kind of balanced that out. I don't know. But I guess that with his setup, he's got the kind of fermentation control and whatnot, so you know it's going to be a lot more stable. And I guess maybe some of my stouts don't fully ferment out properly because of the temperature control, and then that's when they go crazy in the bottle. And it's got the legs, is it you call, where it's like sticking to the glass. You can kind of see that kind of that alcohol trace in there. But my word, oh, I could sit here and just talk about it all night. It's kind of, I can't remember like the last one I had. I'm sure I've reviewed this before and it was a while ago, but I didn't really look at the last review that I did of this before I come to this one. But for me, it's probably got a bit more chocolatey. The booziness is definitely there still. I think it lets you know that it's a big beer, but at the same time it's so damn moorish that before you know it, you could drink it and be gone. Yeah, it's amazing. Probably, I have to say, there's nothing will top it. I've had some great ones from people, and it's nothing to, you know, discredit their home brews, but it's just something because I love a stout. Like I say, I'm not one for a big beer sometimes, but you know, this is one of them like sipping beers. You'd sit there, you know, and enjoy, like a bit like a fine whiskey, if you like. You'd sit there, you know, you're watching something, enjoy it. This is such a good beer. It's the sort of beer that you'd brew, and he should be proud of himself, that you could give to people and say, look, this is, have a bottle of this. It's like, I don't know, 9% or whatever it is or more. You know, enjoy this at Christmas, because you know. And I know Christmas beers, they try to put the essence of Christmas in a bottle, you know, they've got all this winter spice and a lot, and they all tend to be crap. To be fair, you know, you want something rich, something quite warming, quite strong, I guess. That should be, you know, a Christmas beer, that kind of Russian Imperial Stout. But this one, wow. I don't know, I'm almost sad that there's only like half a glass left. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any more bottles. He might have some hidden somewhere. But what a beer! I do feel quite sad that he never made notes as he went along. But you know, who knows? Maybe that should be the quest. Maybe to try and replicate that beer. I think that should be Hanworth Hombrew's next quest, to try and get as good as this one, because that is just. That is fantastic. And I'm shit you not, I reckon that would win a competition. If you'd put that into a homebrew competition, like you know, one of these, like the craft beer competitions you get, that they're quite frequent now. I definitely reckon that would place very high. You know, if in that category, if it would go really high. I'm sure of it. It's fantastic. It really, really is. I don't know what else to say. I've probably said too much now. I probably sound like I'm stroking Hanworth Hombrew's ego, but I have to say, credit where it's due. It is, you know, it's up there. I think there's a video doing the rounds at the moment of the 6 best beers and whatnot. I didn't really do a video for it. I'm getting back into the swing of things of doing videos, but Hanworth Hombrew kind of give one of them to me, and I thought, I'm doing a brew day, it's going a bit wrong. I think time for a nice beer, so I'm going to get the boil on in a minute, and enjoy the rest of that. But if the top 6, that's in the top, that is number 1 for me. It's fantastic. I have never brewed anything as good as that. And I don't know, maybe I never will. Maybe Hanworth Hombrew won't ever brew it as good as that again. Who knows? But I reckon if he's watching this, he definitely should try. Fantastic. So Russian Imperial Stout, Hanworth Hombrew's one, top. I don't know what else to say. Wow. I'd pay for it. I would. Like when you get those really expensive beers, and I bought a few from Fuller's and that, and it's £10 a bottle, and you think, wow, I haven't bought a lot for many moons. The more children I seem to get, the less income I've got. I would still pay. I'd pay for that, definitely. Cheers.